Welcome to another live stream Watchalong reaction. This morning we're watching and reacting to Paris Saint-Germain versus Arsenal FC 2026 UEFA Champions League final. No, don't know French well enough, and I don't need to speak Spanish like CONCACAF because Arsenal's a Premier League team. So, I didn't the last years either because it was France versus Italy. Either way. PSG versus Arsenal. UEFA Champions League final. Well, not for me. Maybe for you. Not for me. I don't hate Arsenal. And besides, Chelsea will still have more Champions Leagues. We may not be the only team, but we in London will still have more. And more European trophies. Why are we acting like Arsenal overtook us just because of one Champions League if they do win? I don't understand it. But, it's fine. I prefer them over PSG. I'd rather a club. I hate Stan Kroenke, but Stan Kroenke's better than the oil state. Either way. Here we are. Stan Kroenke winning the Champions League's better than the oil state going back to back. That's just my opinion. The Rams should still be in St. Louis, yes. Either way. If you're wondering where the Stan Kroenke's still better than an oil state thing comes from. No. Well, it's not an Arsenal kid. It's a Walmart football jersey that says London that I still prefer Arsenal over Oil State. I don't get why people are twerking for two Oil States over Arsenal. What's your prediction? Arsenal 1-0. PSG starting 11. Matvei Safonov in goal. The back four, Akraf Hakimi, Marquinhos, William Pacho, Nunes, João Neves, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, Kavica Kvaratskhelia. Teams are about to walk out. Ousmane Dembele, Desiree Doué. Starting 11 for PSG. For Arsenal in goal, David Raya. The back four, Christian Mosquera, William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Piero Hincapié. I don't know who the hell was performing. I don't give a shit. As far as I can tell, it's a washed-up band from the 2000s. Miles Lewis-Skelly in the midfield. Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard. Front three, Bukayo Saka, Kai Havertz, Leandro Trossard. It is, I'm not going to lie. Arsenal starting 11 is kind of questionable, I'm not going to lie. How we doing, Sean? How we doing? Thierry Henry going to carry the trophy out. Teams are about to walk out. I think the PSG side is Kimpembe, if I'm right. Arsenal never won a Champions League. Let's just go with Thierry Henry. That's later. The suit is later. Nobody. It's too much of a gap. Don't worry. For the Champions Cup final, you get the suit. This is too damn early, and there's too much of a gap for me to wear anything related to the suit. Oh, turns out, no, it's not. So that rumor was bullshit. Canada's winning. I hope they do, but that's not today. They play on the 1st, though. My team's in a European final. I'm not even nervous. I'm already English champion. Yeah, the thing is, Arsenal's going to play free. If they lost the Premier League, I'd be more worried they would get Inter Milan. Since they've won the Premier League, they may lose. I'm not saying they won't, but they're definitely not getting Milan. They're definitely not getting a repeat of what happened last year. I think they're going to play better because they won the Prem, or they have a better chance of winning because they won the Prem. No, I think the Kimpembe rumor was bullshit. That did not. Thierry was out there. That I don't know who the hell that other guy was. I agree with you on that, Ron. I haven't thought. That's how I thought about that all week. I mean, it's pretty obvious. What's your prediction? 1-0 to the Arsenal. It's the semifinals today, I thought. Russia can't even play the World Championships. I know Canada's in the semifinals, but today's the semifinals. Second of all, Russia doesn't even play the World Championships anymore. Arne Slot sacked. And the Swiss beat Norway 6-0. He's trolling. Besides, how would you even fall for that? Russia's been shit canned for 5 years now. Teams are walking out. Canada over Russia, though. Canada beats Russia. So I have to answer your dumb question, your gaslighting question. Canada beats Russia. And teams have walked out from Champions League. Me. Canada wins a world championship. I care more, but I like the Worlds. I like Worlds. Besides, I mean, that's pretty much the best way I could catch Toronto Maple Leafs players playing after May. Curacao got their shit rocked 4-1 by Scotland. Canada's not. Canada would beat Russia in football as well. But again, Russia's been shit canned for 4 years now because for some reason Russia can't play international sports, but the USA totally can. PSG in goal, Safanov. Well, I mean, there is a Russian in this game, but Nunmenj, Pacho, Marquinhos, Hakimi. But the country of Russia, oh no, they can't play. Fabian Ruiz, Vitinha, Jal Neves, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Doué. You do realize this is a club team. Just because there's one Russian on PSG doesn't mean Russia's playing this game. Risklander, what are you on? Here we go. Center ref, Daniel Siebert from Germany. Bastian Donkert, the VAR referee. Hockey as a World Cup. Well, they have the Olympics, the World Cup of Hockey, and World Championships. Tim Payne. Yeah. David Raya, he sent me the song. Hincapié, Gabriel, Salim Mosquera. How we doing, Dillon? Lewis Skelly, Rice. Trossard, Odegaard, Saka, and Kai Havertz up at the top. Marcel Flores got called up. I know, he looks like he's good for Canada, so I won't even complain, but let's see what happens. Kai Havertz starts over Gyökeres. Troops is losing his mind right now. I think that was right. I don't know. Either way. I'm surprised too. I mean, yeah, Kai Havertz scored the league win goal, arguably. I mean, for Arsenal, yeah, he scored the goal to beat Burnley. So on Arsenal's end, yeah, he did. But if you want to split hairs, technically it was Junior Krupi. But, but Arsenal had to win, so that game went their way. And whatever. Game about to start. Here we go. 90 minutes to a UEFA champion. The winner of this game, we'll see them again in mid-August on this channel. We'll see them again in mid-December. After that, we're off. In the Super Cup, we'll be live for the Super Cup when they play Aston Villa. Whoever wins this game will play Aston Villa. And then the winner of this game will also play the winner of the FIFA Challenger Cup. Whether that be an Asian team, African team, CONMEBOL team, or CONCACAF team, we have no idea. We got to see that play out. But the only connection Arsenal has to Canada is the fact Marcelo Flores played there for a couple of years. And that's a foul on Trossard. Well, 48 seconds in, 0-0. I mean, so far, there's not much to say, but free kick for Arsenal. A deep free kick. But knowing Arsenal, they might get some off of this. The quicker Arsenal scores, the better for them. The quicker PSG scores, the quicker Arsenal's game plan is dead. Header. And that's going to go all the way back to Safanov. As a Man City and Vincent Kompany fan, please win PSG. Then again, of course, if you're a Man City fan, well, also you're a Tottenham fan too. You're both. But, of course, you'd twerk for the Oil Club because you're already rooting for one. And that's not even talking about the fact you're also a Tottenham fan. See, I'm consistent. I didn't want City to win the Champions League, and I didn't want PSG to win it. See, I'm consistent. When I complain about a club being an old club, I always complain about it. It ain't something I want. See, I don't hate Arsenal. I hate Arsenal a lot less than most Chelsea fans do. But PSG's an old club. My morals don't change. I complained about Man City all this time. I've complained about PSG all this time, and that's never changed. I don't care if Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe are gone. That's not the reason I had problems with PSG. It's the fact they're an old club. Do they play better football? For sure. Than they used to? Yes. Is it funny that Mbappe left and Messi left and Neymar left? They stopped being Galacticos and finally won something? Yes. More than Ligue 1 and the Coupe de France and the Coupe de la Ligue? Yeah, for sure. It's funny. But, either way. Well, here's the difference. The English teams that have already won their finals have played teams who can't even spend a quarter of what Crystal Palace and Aston Villa can spend. Now, PSG spends more than Arsenal. This isn't a layup by any stretch of the imagination. Comparatively, at least. Comparatively. 0-0, 4 minutes in. Basically the French Carabao Cup. Because England, the Coupe de la Ligue, I think, got shit canned. I think the only country that has a League Cup anymore is England. But there used to be a Carabao Cup-like competition in France. And then they finally got rid of it, I think, because of fixture congestion. But basically the French Carabao Cup. But England and France were the only two countries that had tournaments like that until France got rid of theirs. I think they got rid of it. But, of course, PSG used to win it a lot when it was a thing. Fabian Ruiz getting a foul and told by the ref to cut it out. 0-0. That's why I say it, because they've won it. Point is, no, they got rid of that before the Conference League. Wait, maybe for the first couple of years. Either way, playing forward. I'm sure if it was still around, it would. Playing forward is Arsenal. Here's a chance. Here's a chance for Arsenal. They have a chance. Early chance. Shot. Goal. Goal. Kai Havertz. He loves scoring in Champions League finals now, doesn't he? What a run. 1-0 Arsenal. 5 minutes in. Oh, my. Kai Havertz in a Champions League final. He is inevitable. Wow. Wow. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Kai Havertz. Off the turnover. Well, I guess it was a genius play to start him. Off the turnover, Havertz makes the run. Played by a defender. It's onside, and he puts it top bins. Perfect angle, top bins. Oh, it was a good goal. Off of Trossard. His chest, maybe. I'm just calling the goal. So this is what it feels like for people to complain about Steve Dangle rooting for the Habs. That's what it feels like. Okay. Kai Havertz scores. And it's 1-0. 6 minutes in. I'm just calling the goal. The only time I'm not excited to call a goal is when it's against Toronto FC. You should know this by now. Almost everybody else's goals, if it's a game where Toronto's not playing, I call a goal like I'm a fan of both teams. Come on now. The only time I don't give a goal any oomph is when it's against Toronto or Canada. Good point. Either way, nice goal. That was a really good goal, though. I mean, can you blame me, though? Was a nice goal. Huh. What do you know? That's why I guess he got his name back 6 minutes in. He is no longer 29. He is Kai Havertz. Bow down. Arsenal leads 6 minutes in. Free kick for PSG. Shut up shop and park the bus. It wasn't even a set piece. Shut up shop and park the bus. Come on, Arsenal. Okay, now that was fanboying. I kid. Kai Havertz, same amount of UCL final goals as Messi. Really? Messi's only scored 2 Champions League final goals. I can't believe that. That's crazy. Really? Really? Only 2. Headed away. I don't believe that. That's bullshit. Really? Messi's only scored 2 Champions League final goals. That feels like bullshit. That feels like bullshit. Feels like misinformation. Feels like misinformation. McChronicle is going. He's probably absolutely happy right now. McChronicle is probably over the moon right now. There's over 80 minutes to go, but still. Playing forward. Havertz in a UCL final again. How is this happening to us? We still have more European trophies than them. Why are we acting like they overtake us because they win one Champions League? Speaking as a Chelsea fan, we can let them have one. We still have 2 more Europa Leagues, 1 more Conference League, and 1 more Champions League. Now, the question being is, well, Arsenal might dominate Europe. And we might be equal on Intercontinental Cups by the end of the year, but so what? We also have a Club World Cup. So we'd still have 1 more FIFA trophy as well. Oh, and we also have 2 Cup Winners' Cups. Let's not forget about those. Oh, and 2 Super Cups. Let's not forget about those. The only thing they're better at us at is FA Cups. So. I don't know why we're acting like one Champions League changes everything. It doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, we're going to have to take some shit, but it is what it is. We already were freaking taking shit. What's the difference? Playing forward. Clear the damn thing away. Ay, ay, ay. Corner. Don't. PSG looks off of it. Well, that's what happens when your players only play 10 games a year in the regular season of their league phase, or their league tournament. That's kind of what happens. Played wide. Goal kick. Fabian Ruiz takes the ball and puts it down. David Raya with a goal kick, 11 minutes in, 1-0 for Arsenal. But again, I don't hate Arsenal like many Chelsea fans do. Well, listen to your accent. And if any English people are in here, well, it's going to be like, well, listen to your accent. That's probably why, yeah. I'm sorry. I still look at Arsenal as the sad sacks who were crying on AFTV 10 years ago. I'm sorry. You know, I'm happy for them. They finally got to be happy for once. All of my football watching life is Arsenal fans crying on AFTV and screaming Wenger out. That's my life. I don't know them as the Invincibles. I was too young for that. I know them as the team crying Wenger out. Fuck Stan Kroenke, which I agree, but totally different reasons. St. Louis, the St. Louis Rams should still be in St. Louis. That's why fuck Stan Kroenke, but I agree. Different reasons, but I hate the guy just as much as you used to. And I always will. And I always will. It's all about the St. Louis Rams, yes. It's all about the St. Louis Rams, but it's fine. It's fine. Either way. Yeah, I mean, for me, Arsenal's the team who cried Wenger out, Arteta, well, Emery out, Arteta out, good evening. 4-1 in Baku. Oh, by the way, 4-1 in Baku. Why does one Champions League have them overtake Chelsea? 4-1 in Baku should at least mean they got to win 3 European trophies just to overtake us, at least. Or if it's all Champions Leagues, 3. 3. You can't get embarrassed that badly and just say one Champions League changes everything. No, it doesn't. Shut the fuck up, it doesn't. Not after that, no. Not after Baku, no. No, it doesn't. No. Not after that. If it was 1-0 Chelsea, I'd be like, okay, fine, we can forget it. Baku was the worst European final for a team playing against the winner. Kvara's looking mid. Maybe English teams just know how to beat PSG. Maybe they just do. Maybe the style English teams play is just a style that PSG doesn't want to play. Maybe Chelsea weren't, well, okay, I mean, if that made sense, Chelsea would have won round 16 as well. You know, one-off. I mean, you got to think about it. You know what? I'm going to say it. I'm not saying Chelsea is Arsenal, but looking at the Club World Cup final and this Champions League final in comparison to the Inter game last year, and honestly, Botafogo, if you listen to John Texter, if you play like an English team, it's easier to beat PSG. I guess if you want to go there. The English style beats PSG a very good amount of the time. Chelsea were absolutely dreadful. There's a difference. When it came to the round of 16, I should say, there's a difference. Arsenal is very good right now. Chelsea were very good back in July of last year. AKA playing forward. Arsenal clears it deep. They're just going to clear the damn thing. Okay, that's fine. Either way, playing forward, Fabian Ruiz. Like, maybe it's just English style is the way to beat PSG. Saved by Safanov. Also, I don't know if Donnarumma would have saved that Havertz goal, but I think Donnarumma would have had a better chance. Safanov is I'm not saying he's a shitty player, but Safanov is no Donnarumma. Arsenal has 22% possession and they're leading the game. Oh, man. I don't think Arsenal looks as bad as 22% possession, though. I feel like that's misleading. Not the fact that the possession's 81 to 19%, but I feel like that looks misleading, you know? 17 minutes in. I feel like that looks misleading. They don't look like a team who has 19% possession. PSG just look rusty. Arsenal look like they want it more. I'll say that much. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Like, Arsenal look like they want it more, one. Second of all, PSG look rusty. And maybe also demoralized. Ball cleared away, yes. Playing forward. That was a horrible pass. That was like me in FIFA Mobile. Overcooked it. Fabian Ruiz. Overcooked it or just acts like a small button tap. Just sends it where you don't want it to go. Saka. Bukayo Saka. Going wide. I wouldn't be passing backwards. Declan Rice. I wouldn't be passing backwards against PSG. Like, I know you can park the bus, but I would not be passing backwards against PSG. Not exactly my idea. Oh. Plays it back to Raya. David Raya. First time an actual starting Arsenal goalkeeper starts a final for God knows how long. Was it 2013? Fabianski over Szczesny? Or was it Szczesny over Fabianski? Either way. They've really played like 7 finals without starting their starting goalie until today. I mean, some of those competitions it made sense, but either way. Some of those competitions it made sense, but either way. '20th minute. Arsenal defensively are looking pretty good. Hincapié throwing for Arsenal? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, but okay. "20 minutes in. Arsenal are leading 1-0. Brought down, clear away. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Throw in for PSG. 20 minutes out of 90, and Arsenal leads. PSG shot themselves in the foot. Kai Havertz put it away. Kai Havertz in finals. Champions League finals. You know what? Kai Havertz deserves his name back, doesn't he? You know, I was wrong about Kai Havertz. I won't lie. I felt the same about him when he was at Chelsea. Don't get me wrong. Every dog has his day. At least that's what I thought. Well, unless, well, he's certainly having his days in Vegas. I just absolutely hate it. But 93 is having his days in Vegas, but I certainly hate it. And all these jackasses who were twerking for him. I want the Canes to beat the shit out of Vegas because then I would hope. Playing forward. But enough about that. Playing forward. If the Canes beat Vegas, maybe these jackasses who were twerking for 93 will shut the hell up. Unlike Kai Havertz, 93 will never get his name back. I guarantee you. Well, what if he scores a winning goal at the Olympics? I don't see that happening. What about a winning assist at the Olympics? Okay, that's more likely. A winning goal at the World Cup of Hockey? I honestly don't see that happening. Maybe Vegas is just better at building rosters. I don't know. Will 93 ever win a Stanley Cup for the Toronto Maple Leafs when he's in his late 30s? Probably not. He will never get his name back. At least Kai Havertz got his name back. 93 will never get his name back. At least not for me. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Turns out, Havertz at least shows up when the lights are the brightest. And it's a hydration break. 22 minutes in, hydration break. Really, it's that hot in Budapest. Then why the fuck did you move the game back to the daylight, you idiots? What do I know? What do I know? He legitimately does. I thought that there's no... Messi only has 2 Champions League final goals. You got to beat... That's crazy. It's crazy. Why is Florentino Perez at the match? Because he is. He's probably still close with the UEFA president and the FIFA president, so it's probably why. It's my guess. "1-0, and we're waiting for the water break to end. "1-0, 25 minutes in. Arsenal are, well, they're not very close to the trophy yet, but they got maybe a couple of fingers on it. They don't have a hand on it yet. I don't even know if they'd have a hand on it at halftime. Certainly got a couple of fingers on it. PSG must save football, says 904 Hat Trick. Again, I don't understand why are we twerking for oil clubs? I don't get it. This makes no sense to me. I've always wanted Man City to fall to Liverpool and to Arsenal, because I don't want the old clubs to win. Also, fall in the Champions League. At least they fell to Chelsea, which that was a good day. Oh, man. Saka with a cross. Shot. Cleared away. PSG the same. Why are we sports washing PSG, especially now that Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar are gone? I mean, I know they play good football, and it's funny that the Galacticos are gone and they finally win something. Yeah, it's kind of funny, but and the only way you can embarrass PSG is, well, the Club World Cup final and the Champions League. If they don't win the Champions League and don't win the Club World Cup, that's the only way you can make them look bad, because, of course, they're winning their own league. And Safanov is down hurt. 26 minutes. Either way, no. Twerking for old clubs is not something I'm going to do. I've never done it. I'll never do it. .26 minute. I don't want more Arsenal fans to claim Saka as the GOAT. I don't even think they believe themselves when they say that shit. One. Second of all, so what? Third of all, of course, when you win something, you're going to talk a lot of dumb shit because you won something. It is what it is. Player down hurt, 28th minute. Travis Scott will show up at a freaking UEFA Champions League final, but he won't show up at a WWE storyline to keep John Cena heel. Oh, look, Arson's at the game. Well, that makes sense, though. He ain't Tim Payne, says Dillon. Fair enough. Roberto Martinez is at the game as well. And Rafa Benitez. Well, who would Perez want out of this game? Get rid of Vinicius and get Kavica Kvaratskhelia. That's actually a good idea. Or Bukayo Saka. Actually a good idea. Dump Vinicius off on Arsenal or PSG and get Kvaratskhelia or Saka. Actually, that's a good idea. Or Doué. You know what? That's actually a good point. If I was Florentino Perez, yeah, I'd be scouting Kvaratskhelia, Saka, and Doué and trying to get one of them and dump Vinicius off on whoever on one of these two teams. You know, that's actually a good idea. No, Mbappe's not the problem. Vinny's the problem. I'll always say it. But then why did Vinny win multiple Champions Leagues with Real Madrid? It wasn't. He's not the reason why. He just wasn't playing on a chaotic squad. There's more than one problem at Real Madrid, but Vinicius is one of those problems. It ain't Mbappe, I'll tell you that much. Didn't Mbappe want to keep Xabi Alonso? Yeah, no, he wasn't the problem. Blocked away. Anybody who wanted Xabi out, which, I mean, good for Chelsea, don't get me wrong. Anybody who wanted Xabi out is part of the problem. Ball crossed in. Let me tell you something. Good news for Vinicius, he might finally actually show up for Brazil for once, because guess who's coaching him? The same guy he won a couple of Champions Leagues for. Yeah. He might actually show up for once. 30 minutes in. Player down hurt in the box for PSG. Nunes. João Neves. Good tackle. Arsenal to get clear. They do. I don't think there was anything dirty. '30th minute. He got tangled up. I don't think there's a penalty there. Perfect tackle, and he went down. There's no penalty on Douay. At least I don't think so. There should be no penalty there on either end. 31st minute, Arsenal defensively are locking down. Havertz has a 1-0 lead for Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Playing forward. Man, if they pressed that away and stole it. 31st minute. The funny thing about Arsenal is I think maybe they would rather keep it 1-0. You know? I think Arsenal, weirdly enough, don't get me wrong, I think Arsenal might be more in trouble if they got it to 2-0. I think they would rather be at 1-0. I think Arsenal would not be at the same level of locked in if they weren't at 1-0. Playing forward. To be fair, but either way. So far, things have gone exactly to plan. Score the goal and park the damn bus. Score the goal and park the damn bus. Things have gone exactly to plan. Is it Arteta's master plan or Lee Gunner's master plan? I have no idea, but either or, it is going exactly to plan for Arsenal. Get the early goal and park that damn bus. The master plan. The master plan. Chipped over the top. Brought down. Chipped. Caught by Raya. 33rd minute. Real Madrid always complain to the refs. Yeah, but Barcelona buys the refs. So, do with that what you will. PSG on the ball. But PSG buys the refs. Barcelona buys the refs. PSG don't. Well, they probably tried. It's out for a corner for PSG, 33rd minute. But Barcelona's definitely bought the refs. Barcelona definitely buys the refs. Playing forward. Cross over the top. Brought down. Cleared away. I'm surprised that got out. Throw in. '34th minute throw in. 11 minutes away from halftime plus stoppage time. It's exactly what Arsenal wants. PSG are knocking at that door, but they can't clear it away. Throw in for PSG. 35th minute. Playing forward. Good steal. Good steal. All right. Playing forward. Good play. Saka onside and fouled. Free kick for Arsenal. Now on to a set piece for the Arsenal. And this is a pretty good chance to lob one in there and maybe get a second. Now the problem is do you really want one if you're Arsenal? I don't know. I don't know. Free kick for Arsenal. .36th minute. Ball crossed in. Header! And that's out for a goal kick for Safanov. They found something. Wasn't far away from being something. West Ham looks more threatening than PSG. Playing forward. PSG has the ball. They have room to run. Room to run. Declan Rice gets almost in front of it, almost in time. Kvaratskhelia headed away by Arsenal, cleared. 36th minute. Havertz does not hold it up, but Arsenal does get it. Trossard, and he gives it away. Slows him up. Lewis Skelly, good play. Advantage played. Lewis Skelly has the ball. Mosquera. Saliba. Still Saliba. I don't know if he should have done that. Press is high. I don't know if he should have done that. That might have been a disaster, but the longer the ball stays past midfield, I guess it was less of a disaster. Lewis Skelly. Can't really take your liberties like that with PSG. At least they've covered. Arsenal has covered more distance and only completed 45. Arsenal's only completed 45 passes, but they've covered more distance than PSG have. Oh my, man. Oh my. What a hilarious 75-25 on possession. Playing forward. Playing forward. So as it stands, Aston Villa Arsenal in the Super Cup in August. I never thought I'd see the day that Arsenal Aston Villa was a European final. Or could be a European final. Shot headed away. Never thought I'd see the day. A regular old Premier League game, maybe a Community Shield. FA Cup is now a European, very likely to be a European final. Havertz I mean, he did get, Hakimi, yeah. 39th minute. Arteta master plan. The Arteta master plan. You love to see it. Playing forward. 5 minutes to go before the half. 1-0 Arsenal. Pikaram. Cleared away. Pikaram ball. Playing forward. Nunez crosses it, and it's chipped. Not into the right position for the first time. Declan Rice heads it away. Not good enough of a clearance, but advantage played Vitinha. 41st minute. I'll guarantee you one thing. Toluca Tigres will be a better match than this. Oh, this is fun. Don't get me wrong, but is this a good match? Not exactly. Well, it's a good match. Don't get me wrong, but it's more of a chess match. I should say Toluca Tigres will be more exciting. As in, it's more of a, I don't know if I'd say goal fest, but there's definitely less haram ball in Toluca Tigres. Later tonight. We'll be live for it, don't worry. 42nd minute. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Super chats are on. Those would be nice. Nunez. Hype up the video. 1-0 Arsenal. Cleared away. 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0. 42 minutes. Kvaratskhelia, Fabian Ruiz, Nunez, who's arguably having a pretty bad game. Shot, crossed in, header over the bar! Header over the bar! Goal kick. Oh my God. It won't be the gong show Vissel Kobe put on. I mean, this, okay. No, nothing is. That did not hit his hand. If that's what they were looking for. No, this is haram. This is peak haram ball. Peak haram. 43rd minute. Peak. 43rd minute. 5-0. 43rd minute. Can Arsenal survive to the half? PSG are knocking on that door, and they're knocking harder than they've knocked all day. No, I'm not going to make a Breaking Bad reference. No, I'm not. Playing forward. Saka underruns the ball, and that was a bad decision. They could have had something there. 44th minute. Kvaratskhelia. If you're PSG, you want Arsenal cheating forward. That's how you'll get your best chances. Shot over the bar, 44th minute. 1 minute before stoppage time of the half. 1-0 for Arsenal as it stands. Thierry Henry is absolutely about to just look at the look on his face. He is losing it. Why are they playing Fabian instead of Zaire Emery, who's been fit the whole season? You got to ask. You got to ask Lucho about that, because I guess get you who play the guys who I wouldn't say exactly got you here, but built your dominance, won a final before, I guess. Playing forward. 6 minutes of stoppage time. Okay, we're playing another 6 minutes. All right, then. Saka. One 0. Another 6 minutes of football before the half. Playing forward. Headed away by Safanov. He put his arms out. He might have a concussion, you know. But he put his arms out before he's like, oh, I'm out of my box. Head it. Then again, Luis Enrique halftime team talk needs to be on the level of Hervé Renard back in 2022. 1 minute of stoppage time gone, 5 to go. I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't think he can. Then again, that talk he had with Mbappe on that he should defend while being a striker, fair enough. You know what? I guess he could if he wanted to. Luis Enrique probably could have that type of team talk if he wanted to, looking back on how he had that one-on-one with Mbappe. 42 minutes or 47 minutes. 4 more minutes of stoppage time to go. Well, a little bit over 4, but Vitinho. Shot over the bar. Is PSG getting a little bit desperate? I say yes. Do I? I say yes. They're getting a little bit desperate. Rough tackle by Hincapie. Could take a picture with him. 45 plus 2, 4 more to go. That was an epic halftime team talk by Hervé Renard. I'm surprised Saudi got rid of him before the World Cup. I'm surprised. I don't get it. Playing forward. Here's a chance. Havertz! Havertz! Is it going? It's saved by Safanov. Havertz almost had a second halfway through stoppage time. Wow. Also, how about Edison invented the light bulb? That was a stupid move by the Saudis. Edison invented the light bulb. %97 accuracy. 45 plus 4. It's going out for a corner. Corner for PSG. Can we even troll about that anymore? Like, if Arsenal, I mean, they've already won the Prem, but if Arsenal wins this game, I mean, is that genius? Is the light bulb thing genius now? 45 plus 4. Headed away by Saliba. Hey, that's just the way Arsenal plays. You should have been watching all year. Raya covers. Goal kick. Fuck, I'll say it. What are you saying, Dillon? What are you saying? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Playing forward. 45 plus 5. You should have seen this coming with Arsenal. You should have seen this coming. Why is it a disgrace? This is how they played all year. Best defensive team in the Champions League. Defense wins championships. Learn those words. They mean something. Defense wins championships, and it ain't just Ray Lewis. Honestly, yeah, Hervé Renard is another guy I'd endorse. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, yeah. He's another guy I'd endorse. Yeah. Still call a Pirate, but if you want to call somebody else to do the job, I'll endorse Hervé Renard. I'll endorse Bobby Smirniotis. There's only a couple people I'd endorse, but Hervé Renard is one of them for sure. He's one of them for sure. 45. You still want the complete benefits, you call a Pirate. But, you know, there are people I'd endorse. Hervé Renard is one of them. $45 plus 6, corner. Or will they just call for the halftime whistle? There will be a corner. Havertz went off the back of Pacho's head. Unlucky. Unlucky that. Corner. Let's see if Arsenal gets to take the corner or if they'll call for halftime. Set piece again. Ole, ole. Halftime. He didn't take it quick enough. It's halftime. 1-0 to the Arsenal at the half. Are Arsenal going to regret not taking that corner quicker? We'll find out. 45 more minutes. PSG are 45 minutes away from failing the back-to-back. Arsenal are 45 minutes away from being the winners of the Champions League for the first time in club history. Kai Havertz does it again in a Champions League final as it stands. They didn't let them take the corner. It's because they took it slowly. Or tried to take it slowly. Either way, that is it for the first half. 0-1 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal, however you want to say it. 1-0 at the half. We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going, sit tight. We will be back for 45 more minutes of this game, if not more. And then, of course, later on, the CONCACAF Champions Cup final, Toluca Tigres, live RSR, and we will have the suit on for that one. So sit tight, be back, short break, 1-0 at the half for Arsenal. 45 more minutes to go, at least. And we're back for the stats of the half. 45 more minutes to go. Arsenal leads 77% possession to 23% possession. 6 shots to 3. 1 shot on goal to 1. 306 accurate passes, 89% pass accuracy to 69%. Or 69 accurate passes, 66% pass accuracy, 4 corners to 0, 6 shots to 3, 1 shot on goal to 1, 345 passes to 105, 89% pass accuracy to 66, 12 throws to 10, 0 offside to 1, 15 touches in the opposition box to 5, 7 tackles to 7, 0 saves to 1, 0 yellow cards, 0, 0 red cards, 0, 4 fouls to 4, 0-1 at the half. Frankly, Arsenal are defending perfectly. This is exactly what you should have expected. Arsenal's master plan is going without a hitch. Score early. PSG gave the ball away, and Kai Havertz said, I'm on make a run for my life like I did 5 years ago against Man City and score the goal against the oil club. Man City loves scoring against oil clubs. Certainly does. Defending very well is Arsenal. .45 minutes down, 45 to go, and Arsenal are defending very well. Defending well, they got a goal, playing tough, getting to the ball as quick as they can, clearing it away, defending. They're doing everything right. Is anyone performing at this Champions League final? Before the game, there was. I don't know who the hell it was, but there was somebody performing. I think it was a washed-up band from the 2000s. Overall, nobody at the half, thankfully. They're still playing it in Europe. Arsenal are 45 minutes away from winning the UEFA Champions League and sealing a spot in the Super Cup, which will see them play that game against Aston Villa in August, and also sealing a spot in the Intercontinental Cup final. Who they're going to play, it's a matter of who ends up being the team to end up on top of the other FIFA Intercontinental Cup clubs. The winner of the Derby of the Americas will play the winner of the African Asian Pacific Cup, and the winner of that plays Arsenal. 2,000 musicians are cool. Well, not all of them, but a good amount of them. I agree, but I'm just making a joke about the washed up from the 2000s. I know, I'm just saying. It's like, really? PSG looks very desperate, though, I gotta say. Creed is good. I would like to see Creed end up. Second half, here we go. PSG getting desperate, I agree. Notice how there's old school musicians performing at award shows, etc. Because they're getting paydays. I mean, why would you complain about it? They're getting big paydays to do these. And also millennial nostalgia as well. Paydays and millennial nostalgia are a hell of a drug. It does good things for bands. Why do you think the damn Backstreet Boys got back together? Why do you think? It's probably both, but at least people could be like, well, nostalgia though, but it's probably both. It's probably nostalgia. Mostly nostalgia, but it doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt that music has been gone so far downhill that at this point you might as well. Either way. And here we go. The second half has begun. PSG have kicked off. 45 more minutes to decide the winner of the UEFA Champions League, at least for now. If it's tied after 90, then yeah, we go to 30 more minutes to play. And then possible penalties. Kvaratskhelia puts it wide. Cross cleared away by Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. The master plan has worked so far for Arsenal. I assume you want Arsenal to win this? Yeah, I do. Because I'm not going to work for an oil club. Never have, never will. Doing South Korea, Trinidad? I think so, yes. Yes, I am. I think I am. I think I put South Korea, Trinidad on my my schedule. Yes. Did you hear about Don Garber wanting to put MLS into the UEFA Champions League? Because Messi, I guess. Wait. Oh, no, not today. No, my bad. I thought it was later. No, I'm not. Sorry. No, it's called CONCACAF Champions Cup's being played, so no. No, I'm not. I thought South Korea, Trinidad was later. My bad. Or did I put a different Trinidad game on my list? Or on my schedule? Maybe that's what I was thinking about. Either way, no, I'm not. Sorry. It's called CONCACAF Champions Cup's played at 7 o'clock. A final's bigger than South Korea versus Trinidad. At least for me. You can't even get mad it's a cup final. Come on. Playing forward. It's a Champions League final. Let's be real. It's not just a cup final. It's a Champions League final. I mean, you can't even get mad about that one, can you? I can understand getting mad at it if I'm on your side. Because if it was TFC, I'd be like, I can understand you getting mad. It's a cup final. Okay, you do get it. Okay. The biggest cup final of the year in CONCACAF. Playing forward. Arguably. Well, I don't even think arguably. Either way. We covered all those Champions Cup games just to... This final's probably going to get more ratings than the Super Bowl. Every year that happens. And I gladly watch both. But I'm one of the ones who gladly watch both. Hell, I mean, it wouldn't shock me. Well, no, the CONCACAF Champions Cup won't get more ratings than the Super Bowl. Because there are people... Maybe in Mexico, yes. If you look at the Mexican ratings of both games, it might. But, probably not. Canada plays on June 1st. We will be live for that at 8 p.m. They're playing in Edmonton, Commonwealth Stadium. They're playing Australia and Montreal, I think. Cleared away. It is on Fox Sports 2. Good. As an American, the Super Bowl is cool and all, but let's be honest here when it comes to the World Cup. Well, of course, the World Cup's going to out. Well, we're talking about the UEFA Champions League here. But yeah, the Super Bowl, of course, the World Cup's going to outrank the Super Bowl. But I think there's a lot of Champions League finals that end up being or doing better than the Super Bowl, or rating better than the Super Bowl. I don't know. And let me be real, I think I'm having more fun watching this Champions League final than watching the Super Bowl. And my team was in the Super Bowl, but they got bodied. Free kick for PSG. Offside, I think. Because of offside, 50th minute. Like, no, I'm kind of happy. Thought I saw on that. But, I mean, yeah, of course the World Cup. All the World Cup games are going to outrank the Super Bowl. Even some shitty group stage game like Curacao versus whatever. Like, Uzbekistan games will outrank the freaking Super Bowl worldwide. Probably not in America, but worldwide, yeah. Which, I mean, Super Bowl has worldwide numbers as well. So there are people around the world to watch the Super Bowl. If only for the halftime show. 345 passes completed to 84. So haram ball. But, you know. Frankly, I mean, the Super Bowl is cool, but I think there are better finals in sports, quality-wise, and ratings-wise. There are finals that are better. Like the Stanley Cup Final is a better final than the Super Bowl. Now, you could say, well, the Stanley Cup Final is a 7-game series. That is true. It's not the same. It's not a one-off final, and you're right. But just put Game 7, right? Just put Game 7 there. I think the Stanley Cup Finals are more fun to watch than the Super Bowl. Now, I don't know. I don't think as many people watch the Stanley Cup Final as the Super Bowl. Certainly worldwide. But even Canada and the USA, no. Like, it's kind of like how .345 PSG completed passes Arsenal with 84. It's called the master plan. 52 minutes. It's called the master plan. PSG is pressing the hell out of Arsenal. But Arsenal's defending well. I'm telling you, a team like Arsenal is just disgusting. There's multiple ways to win. This has been Arsenal the whole time. The whole time. If you're mad, you don't know what the F you're watching. Playing forward. Neves, cross. Arsenal. Advantage played. Nope, free kick for PSG. 54th minute. Yellow card for Saka. Free kick for PSG. So, this referee is starting to be a little bit scummy. I'm not gonna lie. Ref has definitely lost the plot. I agree. PSG got to do some. PSG player falls on the ground randomly, and that's an easy free kick for them. Down the middle, Arsenal get the save off the PSG free kick from Hakimi. 55th minute. This damn gnat's gonna piss me off. Playing forward. Kvaratskhelia needs to get subbed. Maybe. I think Mosquera should get subbed as well. Bring on Barcola. 55th minute. This referee might come through anyway. Playing forward. Referees starting to be more biased to PSG. In my honest opinion. Well, PSG's trying to do more. They got the ball at their feet more, of course, and Arsenal's just defending. Of course they're going to get decisions their way. Who asked? Throw in. 56th minute. Ref's getting paid with old money. That's what he's getting. Hakimi steals the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Good block. Arsenal. What the fuck are you doing, Trossard? Goes backwards completely. Havertz. That's a foul? Are you kidding me? Pacho goes down like a ton of bricks. And that's a foul. My ass. I think Arsenal's got to get Gyökeres on. 57th minute. Fabian Ruiz, Doué. Marquinhos. 58th minute. Ref ball. Free kick for... Wait, Arsenal got a decision? I'm surprised. Foul against PSG? Saka got fouled. Okay, I'm surprised. Okay, I'm surprised. Goal kick. 59th minute. Throw in for PSG. playing forward. Dembele. 59th minute of 60. Or 90, I should say. We're about to get to the hour mark. But there's still 30 more minutes of Arsenal just... Somehow that wasn't given as a foul. Huh. Well. That's a free kick for PSG, though. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Jal Neves goes down like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and that's a fact. Get the hell out of here. PSG went to the Oklahoma City Thunder School of Flopping. The Shai Gilgeous-Alexander School of Flopping. That's where they went. Oh, my God. And the referee went to the Tony Brothers School of being a jackass. Cleared. Skelly. Playing forward. Out for a corner. 61st minute. Oh! Punched away by Raya. Hakimi heads it. That did not. That's freaking scrape on his leg. Did not look on his shin. That's why we wear shin guards. And that's going to be a penalty. Penalty for PSG. Penalty for PSG. And Arsenal are dumb. Like, they let him just give that one. Like, you got to be stupid. And there's the penalty. And PSG are mad it's not a red card. PSG are mad it's not a red card or a second yellow on Mosquera. But, yeah, that's a pen. That's a pen. And, yeah, he should be off. You can't go to VAR for a second yellow. Well, they could go to VAR for a red. But Arsenal are dumb. Arsenal fucked it. Penalty check. They're checking it for penalty. They're checking VAR for a penalty, which it will be. But I don't know if the card is extra or whatever. Why is there... I mean, they're making sure it is a penalty, but it is a penalty. Check over. It is a penalty. So, let's see what Arsenal... Can they get away with this one? Or Mosquera, you idiot. I think you should be off. Yeah, you should have probably got a second yellow. The ref's been shit all game, too. But that one's a pen. I'm sorry. Yes, the ref has been shit, but that was a pen. That was a pen. I'm sorry. You did it to yourself. Like, if he gave a bullshit pen, that's one thing, which he probably was going to do. You just handed him the goddamn penalty. You just handed it to him. Straight up. 64th minute. 1-0 Arsenal, but that might change. Vitinha to tie the game. Can David Raya make the save, or will Vitinha score? Or will it be missed? I don't know. David Raya steps back. Vitinha. Or no, it's Dembele. Ousmane Dembele. Goal! Ousmane Dembele ties it. It's 1-1. Sends Raya the wrong way. Idiots. '64th minute. Why'd you have to just hand him the damn thing? I swear, man. 1-1. At least you're not down a man. 1-1. 25 more minutes. Mosquera should be off 2. Arsenal should be down to 10 men. And he sent Raya the wrong way. So, 25 minutes. Timber is coming on for Arsenal. For Mosquera. And Gyökeres coming on. You can only play with fire for so long. Timber and Gyökeres. 65th minute. Gyökeres for Ødegaard. You can only play with fire for so long. It's 2006 all over again, isn't it, guys? And Arsenal play it over the top. Cleared away. Throw in. 67th minute. Header on. Falls down. Cleared away. Brought down. Free kick to PSG. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, this referee, I swear to God. The Qataris paid him off. Fuck. Oh, PSG, you freaking corrupt sons of bitches. I mean, the penalty was a penalty, but other than that, you corrupt sons of bitches. It's a wonder Mosquera didn't get sent off. It's an absolute wonder he didn't get sent off. It's a wonder it was only a penalty. Offside. Ref is a cheat. Ref is a cheat. Oh, it's just dust. Ref is a cheat. Playing forward. This is what you're rooting for. An oil club buying football. And you're twerking for an oil club. Nah. Hakimi. Nah. Corner for PSG. Long ball to Gyökeres and Havertz and Prey. Dembele takes it short. Doué. Hakimi. Cross in. Out for a goal kick. Dembele, 8 goals in 13 matches. Water break, 70th minute, 20 to go. If not more. I mean, at this point, somebody's scoring for the 90th minute. I just don't know who. Somebody's scoring in the next 20 minutes. Somebody's scoring in the next 20 minutes. I just don't know who. Either way. '71st minute. $19 minutes to go, if not more. Brought down. Arsenal heads it up. Brought down, cleared. Arsenal. Trossard blocked away. Why was that the shot you take? Navarro's been bad. Yeah. 71st minute. Arsenal's forgotten how to play football. Then again, they've parked the bus all game. So, past the 6th minute, they've parked the bus all game. Of course, they forgot how to play football. And that's a bad giveaway. Hakimi. Dembele. Shot wide. Corner. Over the top, headed on. Arsenal lose it, and no foul, but they lose the ball. 72 minutes, 9 attempts to 3 on goal to 1. That's what happens when you park the damn bus. Playing forward. Bring the goat Mayulu on. You mean garbage time goat over the bar, goal kick. Garbage time goat Mayulu. I mean, he did score in the Champions League final last year. He did do that in garbage time. I mean, that game was garbage time at the 30th minute. But either way, 73rd minute. 1-1. Nkapie. Over the top. Headed on. Brought down, but bad placement. Havertz. Safanov covers. '73rd minute. That might have been the chance. 74th minute. Playing forward. Good play. Good play. Hincapié. Trossard. Good. Neves pressing Trossard, but Trossard, Skelly, Lewis Skelly, back to Trossard. Trossard, free kick for Arsenal. Okay. Who is Ham? Bring on Barcola. Rice, 75th minute, 15 minutes to go. Saliba, step to take it. Oh, it's Raya to take it. David Raya to take. Good play there. Arsenal trying to play it quick. I would if I'm them. Havertz. And he's just going backward. Playing over the top. Header down. Throw in. Trossard. Chips in. Headed away. Back to Trossard. Trossard. Hincapié. Cross. Switches the play. Timber. Saka. Saka. Blocked. Skelly heads it on. Heads it on. Here's a chance. Cleared. Cleared. Oh, Arsenal. Rice plays it forward. And here's the break for PSG. Shot wide. Corner. 77th minute. Kvaratskhelia puts it wide. Playing forward, headed away. '78th minute of 90. Ball crossed in, out for a goal kick. Funny how Gabriel Heinze is the assistant coach for Arsenal. Playing forward. Havertz. Rice. Spins. Could this be the moment? Arsenal lose the ball. 2 men on it. It's kind of Skelly. Gets pickpocketed. Gets pushed down. Free kick. '79th minute. Noni Madueke is coming on for Arsenal. Noni Madueke and Gabriel Martinelli. Okay, Martinelli's not bad, but Noni Madueke playing forward. Trossard. What the hell was he doing? Slides. Martinelli, and Noni Madueke. Martinelli, not bad. Madueke, really? Playing forward. (58-42) on possession in the last 15 minutes. Makes about more sense. Playing forward. Noni is going to the World Cup. Is he, though? Really? I don't get it. Either way, 80th minute, 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. 1-1 draw. As it stands, he is. Just another weird choice by Thomas Tuchel, then. Noni Madueke to the World Cup. What are we doing? What are we doing? Maybe he can win them the World Cup. No, he won't. Noni Madueke winning England the World Cup. I don't know. That would feel worse than frickin' Havertz winning Arsenal Champions League. It's out for a corner. Corner for PSG. Martinelli and Madueke. PSG's going to win, of course. I hope you're wrong. We do not need a freaking old club to win. Corner. Ball crossed in. Header over the bar. Goal kick. Martinelli coming on for Trossard. And Saka for Madueke. 82 minutes. Why is Luis Enrique not taking off Kvaratskhelia yet? 29, Barcola. Barcola for Kvaratskhelia. There it is. There it is. In the final 8 minutes plus stoppage time of the game. Need a goal and bring on Martinelli and Madueke. Well, Saka wasn't doing it. Let's be real. Saka wasn't doing it. Odegaard. Or Gyökeres. They aren't even the same nationality. What the hell is that? Gyökeres. 83rd minute. 1-1. Havertz. Throw in for Arsenal. Hincapié gives it to Declan Rice for the throw-in. That's a choice. Long throw? Maybe. It's like, let's do a long throw. 84th minute. Throw-in. Brought down, cleared away. Bad positioning. Saliba. Here they go. Raya covers it and gets it. Plays it for. Oh my God, Arsenal are running on. They're walking on the line. But I said somebody would score before 90 minutes because I just have a feeling playing forward. I was like, somebody's going to score before 90 minutes the way this game's playing out. Brilliant goalkeeping. He made a decision and stuck with it. Safanov. Somebody's scoring before the 90th. Somebody's scoring before the final whistle of regular time, whether that's in stoppage time or 90 minutes. Somebody's scoring. Somebody's scoring. Who, I'm not sure, but whatever. Playing forward. Six to 65. Havertz with a goal in the 6th minute. Dembele 65. 85th minute. PSG controlling the ball. Hakimi gets wide out for a corner. Victor's the Swedish Ollie Watkins. He's better than Ollie Watkins. What are you kidding me? Cross in. Header. Shot blocked away. Played forward. Go! 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 Damn it! Go! Go! Idiot! Hakimi is the best right back of all time. No. 87th minute. Well, I think they just blew it there. Playing forward. Doué. Hakimi. Header. 88th minute. Header. Out for a corner. No, it's a goal kick. Depending on Madueke and Martinelli for a UCL final. Maybe Arsenal is not good enough. Headed on, brought down. PSG clears the ball. Throw in. Hincapié. 88th minute. Brought down. Right back to a PSG play. Doué. My head is on Mars. Shot over the bar. Martinelli has the pace for tired legs, and he still couldn't get it forward. 89th minute, 1 minute plus stoppage time. I think Martinelli was picked ahead of João Pedro for the Brazil World Cup squad, which was dumb as hell. João Pedro was one of Chelsea's bright spots this year, just like Jarell Hato. Hato went to the Netherlands squad, but João Pedro, no. He just goes on vacation. Over the top. I know Martinelli goes, though. But he won a Premier League title. Yeah, how much was that exactly him? He got put on late in the Champions League final. Not exactly the best choice to name, but whatever. Whatever. You know. Another 6 minutes of stoppage time. Six minutes of stoppage time. Look, Jokic is there. Yeah. Goal kick for Arsenal. Playing over the top. Headed on. Rice. Plays forward. And they play it right to a PSG player. My head's on Mars. Throw in. $92 minutes. Dembele is or maybe I just don't want an old club to win the Champions League for the second straight year in a row. Maybe I don't hate Arsenal like any other Chelsea fan does. Maybe I could barely give a shit about the Prem anyway. Maybe I'm gonna stick to my morals, which is fuck the old clubs, and I hope they lose, and I hope they get embarrassed and stop buying fucking trophies, and the referees cheat, and Arsenal's dumb and they're choking. Is it good for Chelsea fans if Arsenal lose? Yeah, but it's also bad for the world of football if they lose. So, or is it good for Chelsea fans if they lose? Yeah, it's good for Chelsea fans if Arsenal lose. Playing forward. Blocked away. Doué crosses it. It's also bad for the football world if Arsenal loses. So it's either... Yes. 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 '94th minute. Okay, both clubs are evil, but one club's evil is helping them win Champions Leagues. Cross in, header. It's their fault Qatar bought the club. Gonzalo Ramos comes in for Dembele. Wait, what? Okay, that's a choice. If anything, it's good business, I won't lie. Yeah, but football's supposed to be for the people. All money having clubs ain't for the people. Playing over the top. Possibly the final chance. Header, brought down. Martinelli. Ball crossed in. Header, down. Chips over the top. Will they give him a chance? Chips over the top, headed away. That's going to be, we're going to extra time. Or not, maybe. PSG might get it the last second. Shot over the bar. Barcola. At the last second. You've been wanting him on for 30 minutes. Any shit? Wow. And I think we're going to extra time. Goal kick, and this is going to go to extra time. We're going to extra time. It's 1-1. $30 more minutes. Because of his pace. Yeah, and then he used his pace and then missed, and then now you're like, oh, he's shit. Okay. With that being said, we'll take a short break and we'll be back. 30 more minutes to go at least. It may be penalties. We're going to get our freaking money's worth, aren't we? Since I'll be back. And we're back for the extra time. 30 more minutes. And then we have a Champs Cup final. CONCACAF Champs Cup final later at 7. That'll be a suit, don't worry. 30 more. Speaking of CONCACAF, I can't believe Gabriel Heinze went from flopping in Atlanta to being the assistant coach in a Champions League final. How weird the world works. Well, it is the assistant coach, though, Ryan. Yeah, but why the hell? Either way. 75% possession, 25% possession. Damn. Okay. 18 shots to 4. 3 shots on goal to 1. 591 passes to 145. 91% pass accuracy to 68. 1 yellow card to 2. 10 corners to 0. 15 shots to 4. 3 shots on goal to 1. 647 passes to 214. 91% pass accuracy to 68. Maybe that was a penalty. 17 throws to 18. McChronicle, you're hanging in there well or not? 0 offside to 3, 1 yellow card to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 9 fouls to 12. Are you hanging in there? Havertz and Lewis Skelly are off for Eze and Zubamendi. Oh, they put on Zubamendi. They put on Zubamendi. Oh. Oof. Off my own, they put on Zubamendi. Ooh. Let's see. They have an extra sub. Timber, Gyökeres, Martinelli, and they used all their subs. They used them all for Eze and Zubamendi. So if they go to penalties, they can't put on Kepa. Okay, that's just dumb. I'd hope they have, you should have gave Kepa a chance. No Marino. That will not happen. Everybody who's on the bench is on the bench. And we're off in the second half. Or in extra time, I should say. Cleared away. So, third half, technically. And there will be a fourth half, no matter what. And the question is will we go all the way to penalties? So they've used all their subs. Everybody on the bench stays on the bench. 90th minute. PSG has 4 more subs. Yep, 4 more. With what? 2 windows plus halftime? 91st minute. And you can eat when you want. I'm eating after the game, but go get a bag of chips. Arsenal fan and Montreal fan and NYC just told me Declan Rice is miles better than Luka Modric. Okay, that's just delusional. Luka Modric. And it's sad because it sounds like Luka Modric is going to play the World Cup and then retire. I still thought he had some left in the tank. Playing forward. Ball crossed in. Cleared. Corner for Arsenal. Noni Madueke crosses it in. Noni Madueke crosses it. Cleared away by Pacho. That was never getting to Gyökeres, but at least they got a corner. Let's see what Arsenal does. Arsenal has the fresher legs, but we'll see where that goes. Madueke. Corner. Cross in. Header cleared for another corner. This goes to pens. PSG winning. Imagine Imagine Saka taking a pen. Well, he won't because he's off. Saka's off, so he won't take a pen. He can't. It's not freaking prison rules. It's not playground rules. You play with the guys you have on the pitch. It's not playground rules. It's not any of that. Header. Out for a goal kick. You play with the guys you have on the pitch. He's not on. He's not on. He's done. He got hooked, what, 70 minutes? Oh, Euro joke. Oh, okay. Well, it did help Italy win the Euro, so I'm not complaining. That was probably one of the tamer Euro jokes. He still kind of feel for him, really. He was just a kid back then, and they put everything on him, and then people treated him like shit when he missed. Even though it helped Italy win the Euros, I still kind of felt a little bit bad. I still felt bad after hearing the shit he took for missing. Especially, I mean, I feel bad for anybody, but especially at the age he was at the time. Man. Saliba plays it back. Madueke. Noni Madueke. Madueke has the ball. Arsenal, and it's a foul against Arsenal? Timber gets called for the foul. Oh my God. That's bullshit. Neves flopped like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's bullshit. That is bullshit, bro. Dude got spun like a freaking dryer, and that's a foul. Zaire Emery coming on for PSG. Fabian Ruiz offers Zaire Emery. '95th minute out for a throw-in. Arsenal, Saliba, 95th minute. That was not a foul. Throw in for Hakimi. Pressing. Arsenal, 96 minutes. They get the ball. Spin around. Rice. Oh, my God. Zaire Emery. Short pass. Blocked away. Arsenal gets it back. Timber. Rice. Plays it through, and it's free kick for PSG, because of course. Hey, look at that whistle. '97th minute. '97th minute. Neves is so good, bro. Yeah, but he's also a diver. Good player. He doesn't need to dive, but he dives. Just like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You're a good player. Why you dive? That's the thing that pisses me off more than anything. When you're a good player in either sport of basketball or football, when you're a very good player and you don't need to dive, and you dive, shit pisses me off to no end. Free kick for PSG. Gyökeres gets a yellow card. Free kick for PSG. A garden variety play turns out to be a yellow card because this referee is corrupt. Corrupt. Hakimi, free kick for Vitinha. Free kick. 99th minute. Free kick. Oh my. Horrible header. Pacho, corner. Corner for PSG. '99th minute. '100th minute. Playing forward. Ooh. Shot over the bar. Goal kick. '100th minute of 120. Playing over the top. Header. Doesn't exactly go. And Arsenal. PSG get it back. 101st minute throw in for Arsenal. Timber. Playing forward. Goes down in the box. No penalty. PSG is allergic to shots on target. And Arsenal, I don't know. Are you kidding me? Ball crossed in. Blocked away. I mean, I knew Arsenal wouldn't get that penalty, but come on. Come on. They're panicking. Arsenal are damn panicking. PSG. Yellow card for Rice. Rice, yellow card. Yeah, they're. Arteta gets a yellow card. Madueke got, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's definitely, that should be looked at least. Should definitely be looked at. Arsenal are panicking. That should definitely be looked at for a penalty. It should be. It should be. Player down hurt for Arsenal. Y'all have no subs left. What? Free kick for Arsenal. Playing forward, 105th minute. Nah, Rice is better. In that case, Rice is better. 105th minute. Beraldo. Two minutes of stoppage time. And Alex Pillow on P1 in Detroit. Ah! Playing forward. .105, 106. Free kick by Beraldo. I have maybe to calm the game down. 15 more minutes after this and possibly penalties. Brought down. 30 seconds. Zaire Emery. Madueke takes it. And he has no room to pass it. Final seconds of the first half of extra time. 15 more minutes left in this football match before we have to go to a penalty shootout to decide the Champions League winner. Brought down. Nobody there. Throw in. That should do it. Halftime of extra time. Yes. 1-1. (1-1). 15 more. 15 more. 1-1. Penalties or over in 120. Stanley Cup Finals going 6 or 7. Two of the best teams in the playoffs going head-to-head. I would agree with that. They're both, yeah, I just hope that in the end, Vegas loses to Carolina. Fun! I'm with that. It's going to be a dogfight. Beraldo and who's this dude? Ilya Zabarny. Okay, Ilya Zabarny. Vitinha and Marquinhos are out for Beraldo and Ilya Zabarny. Taking away some of their penalty takers as well. Facts. Ukrainian Tim Payne Mole. Facts. Nothing serious. This referee needs to go to jail. And PSG to kick off the second half of extra time. Arsenal Champions League winners 2026 confirmed. 1-1. PSG on the ball. It's not confirmed at all. You know, Arsenal fans and Ferrari fans are very similar, though. Either way. I mean, if you think about it, either way, 106. I'm not even sure who's going to win in penalties at this point. Header. Shot. Blocked. Oh. Arsenal's really almost shooting themselves in the foot. Playing forward. Arsenal. Feels like defensive subs for PSG, well, they haven't really been tested, but it seems like PSG, Arsenal against tired legs is not the case anymore. Playing in through. Shot blocked away. Zabarny. .107. Ball crossed in, caught by Raya. 107 of 120. Plus. Whatever. Won't be much, but Won't be much to add, but there'll be something. Playing forward. Playing forward. Nice spin. Madueke. Knockdown, free kick. Oh, I'm surprised. Arsenal actually got a free kick. Free kick for Declan Rice. Free kick. Ball crossed in. Punched away, and nobody's there to pick up the ball. Okay, 1:10. Final 10 minutes. Well, 11 plus stoppage time. Good play, Martinelli, to get it clear. Playing forward, Arsenal. Just going to let Zabarny chase it. Plays it back to Safanov. Safanov. Neves. Arsenal still covered more distance than PSG. Playing forward. $110 of 120. Yeah. Playing forward. Neves. Out for a corner. $111 corner. 11 corners to 2. Ball crossed in. Header. Martinelli. Good play forward, but it's going to get back to a PSG player before Madueke could get to it. $112. Playing forward. 113. Save by Raya. Abolish extra time. At this point, I don't know if Arsenal wants to go to penalties, but I don't know. I'm not sure if PSG have some of their, or if PSG are sort of shooting themselves in the foot, making the subs they did, taking off some of their better penalty takers as well. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure how this is going to go. If this goes to penalties, I'm actually not really sure how this is going to go. Safonov is a good goalie on penalties, though, but that was against Tottenham and Flamengo. Just two different things to Arsenal. But then again, even Arsenal took off some of their better penalty takers, 114. So I'm not sure. Throw in. I'm not exactly sure. Hincapié, Eze, still Eze, and that's over the feet of Madueke. $115 to go. Huh, Ferrari hasn't DNF'd at all this year. Huh, what do you know? Playing forward. Of the 14 eliminated NHL playoff teams, which one is the happiest with their seasons, which one aren't? Montreal. Montreal are the happiest with their season. Buffalo, I think Buffalo should be happy, but we don't know if it's a fluke. It could be a fluke. Or at least they fall back because Florida's back and Toronto is back in the mix and Boston is still Boston and Tampa. Ottawa's probably better off. Detroit, can they finally get it done? I'm not sure. Like, Buffalo is going to have a lot harder of a time doing what they did this year. I can't say a complete fluke, but there's going to be regression because Toronto's going to be better for sure. Ottawa is going to be better. I believe Montreal is going to be better. I mean, they already got to a conference final, but I think regular season-wise, they're going to be more consistent. Florida's going to be back. It's going to be tough. I'd say Montreal are the happiest, though. Buffalo is probably one of the more happy teams, but you can't really. Anaheim probably is a very happy team. Colorado and Edmonton are probably the pissed off ones. And that's just the playoff teams. Yeah, Colorado and Edmonton got to be the ones who are the most pissed off. Got to be. Dallas maybe as well. Minnesota, I'd say, are probably happier, to be honest. 117. Not as happy as Montreal or Anaheim, but I'd say Minnesota. Minnesota's kind of like the Western Neves headed away. Shot. Caught. Yeah, Minnesota's kind of like the Western Buffalo, except I think Minnesota are probably more locked in if I had to choose one. Free kick for Arsenal. Probably. So. $118 to go. Or 118, a couple of minutes left in this game before a penalty shootout. Oh, so it actually is 118. Sasuke-style obstacle racing is officially coming to the 2028 Los Angeles Olympic Games after the event was approved to replace equestrian. The new format will feature high-speed obstacle courses inspired by the massively popular Sasuke, following a new agreement with the Tokyo Broadcasting System. Nice. You know what? Hell yeah. Playing forward. Ball crossed in. Here's a chance. Shot! Side netting. My goodness, someone score already. I'm sure they will. My goodness, someone score already. Probably. No. 1 minute to go before a shootout. Somebody's going to be heartbroken. Playing forward. Eze holds on to the ball. Zubamendi. Final 30 seconds before any stoppage time of extra time. Are we going to see Arsenal steal one at the last second? Beraldo heads it away. Gyökeres shot! Wide corner. Glad Clash of Italy is tomorrow because you want to see Brock versus Oba too. Corner. 1 minute. Are they trying to say there was a hand? No, it was a corner. It was a corner. Last minute of the game before we go to penalties. Can Arsenal scam a corner? Arsenal have a chance to scam the corner. Will they do it or will we go to penalties? .120 to go. Into the final minute. Ball crossed in. Header. Second ball falls. Brought down. Headed down. Arsenal. Cross in. Header. Wide. Goal kick. Goal kick. And we're going to penalties to decide the UEFA Champions League winner. 1-1. We will see who will have the win. Will Arsenal win their first ever Champions League in penalties? Or will PSG go back-to-back after a shootout? It's that simple. Wouldn't say Arsenal were the better team. Kind of got screwed by the ref, but either way, let's see what happens here. Five shooters. Can Arsenal do it, or will PSG go back-to-back? We played 120 minutes. We have to have a penalty shootout. PSG pulled off some of their takers. Who I would go for. I hate life right now. Proud of the guys regardless. And again, the league is mine already. Why would you say you hate life, though, if the league is yours and you're proud of the guys? Yeah, the referee was ass. The referee was criminal. But today it's not over yet. You might change your mind in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But it's not over yet. Y'all kind of got screwed. I mean, the penalty, the actual penalty, no. Everything else, but either way, I mean, we'll see what happens. I wouldn't say you still are the league champions. You're proud of your team. They fought pretty hard, and they did get screwed. I'd say they were closer to getting screwed than not, but either way, even though the penalty shootout or the penalty they gave away was correctly a penalty. But either way, here we go. Coin toss. Rice and Hakimi for the coin toss for penalties. See what happens. When was the last time there were penalties? This season? With extra time, I'm not sure. I think, what was it, the Trinidad game? They played against freaking whoever that we did. Talking about UEFA Champions League, it's got to be what? Real Atletico? Gotta be. Ooh. We're talking about Champions League penalty shootouts. And here we go. And Gonzalo Ramos starting the penalty shootout for PSG. Hype for Toluca versus Tigres. Me too. That game's going to be better than this one. Gonzalo Ramos to start for PSG. First penalty taker, Gonzalo Ramos. PSG goes first. And here we go. All right, Gonzalo Ramos to take the first penalty. PSG won the Intercontinental Cup on penalties, and they won the Super Cup on penalties. But those were lower-level competition compared to Arsenal. Tottenham, who almost got relegated, and Flamengo, who's a Brazilian team. I'm not saying Arsenal are the favorites here, but they definitely have a better chance than those two teams. Raya and Safanov being told by the referee what to do. 0-0 on penalties, 1-1 on the night. Gonzalo Ramos to take the first penalty for PSG against David Raya. So PSG goes first and Gonzalo Ramos goes first, which I won't pull out the other book. But either way, Gonzalo Ramos. Runs up, takes a shot and scores. Top bins and sends Raya the wrong way. It's 1-0 PSG. Top bins, sends the goalie the wrong way. Call him as you like. Top bins. Power and pace. And sends the goalie the wrong way. It's Victor Gyökeres. To take Arsenal's first penalty. Victor Gyökeres versus Safonov. Gyökeres versus Safonov. Takes the shot. Goal! Low and sends Safonov the wrong way. We are tied at 1. 1-1. Gyökeres puts it to the opposite side against Safonov. Fast run, low and curling. 1-1. And next up is Desiree Doué. Desiree Doué to take the second penalty. 1-1. Doué steps up, starts right parallel. Doué. Shot, goal. Low and in. 2-1. Easy as you like. 2-1. Raya goes the wrong way once again. Eberici Eze. Eze for the second penalty. To make it 2-2, Kenny Eberici Eze. His former club won the Conference League on Wednesday. Can he help Arsenal? Eze. Shot and wide! He missed! Eze pulls it wide. Stutter step does not work. 2-1. Arsenal needs a save somewhere. And no more misses. Eze stutter steps and puts it wide. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. He did send Safonov the wrong way, but he made it easy for him. Missed it. Failure. Failure, failure, failure. New Mensch. If he scores, it's going to be tough for Arsenal. Arsenal needs a save somewhere. New Mensch versus Raya. Shot saved! Raya comes up with a save. 2-1. Big save, Raya. Arsenal need to score here. What a save. What a save by David Raya. Needed to do that, and he did. Kept one foot on the line? I think so. That's what I'm talking about. Kepa's like, good. Raya save Eze's ass. Declan Rice. Declan Rice to tie the game at 2s. He has to score. I mean, he doesn't have to, but it'd be very much better if he did. It's not a have to, but it's about as close to a have to as a have to isn't a have to. Either way, Declan Rice shot in, goal, 2-2. Safanov stuck down the middle. It's 2-2. Tie game. Still a tie game. So as of now, worst that could happen is sudden death. 2 penalties to go per team. Declan Rice puts Safanov straight down the middle, and he sends it the other way. He didn't send the keeper the other way, but he sends it in, and it's Achraf Hakimi. Hakimi to take a penalty here to give PSG the lead momentarily if he scores. Hakimi, the captain, versus Raya, and he scores. It's 3-2. PSG with the advantage as it stands. Arsenal, can they answer? Can Arsenal answer? Hakimi scores, sends Raya the wrong way. Raya came up when he needed to. Arsenal scores. And it's Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli shot. Goal! It's in. 3-3. Martinelli scores for Arsenal. Top bins and sends Safanov the wrong way. Top bins Martinelli. Raya makes the save. Arsenal can win with a score. If there's a miss or a save, Arsenal could win with a score. 3-3. If it's scored, Arsenal has to score to send it to sudden death. It's that simple. Lucas Beraldo. To put PSG at least a foot into, and he does. Raya cheats to his left, and Beraldo scores. It's 4-3. Arsenal have to score to send it to sudden death. No matter what happened, Arsenal pretty much had to score, but now it's a have to. Now it's a you gotta score, the game's over. At least if he would have missed, it's like if you miss, at least you're going to sudden death. And it's Gabriel Magalhães. Gabriel Magalhães to put Arsenal into sudden death. He has to score. The Brazilian, oh, they're both Brazilian. Gabriel Magalhães, the defender, Gabriel, to tie the game and send it to sudden death. It's 4-3. Let's see what happens. Shot! It's over the bar! It's over the bar, and PSG wins the Champions League back-to-back. Oh, my word. Oh. Ugh. 4-3 does it. 4-3 does it. Ugh. Damn. 1-1 on the night, 4-3 on penalties. That's a way to lose it. Wow. Gabriel Magalhães put it over the bar. Just hoofed it over the bar, and Arsenal loses the Champions League. Is it good for Chelsea? Yeah. Is it bad for football? Yes. Well, I guess Chelsea fans can still sing Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. So I guess there's a positive in this. I don't know. Either way, that hurts. PSG win on penalties. UEFA wouldn't let him be denied, that's for sure. UEFA wouldn't let PSG be denied. And here we are. Arsenal lose the Champions League. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once you subscribe. Hit that high button to put this up in the algorithm. Hit that join button to become a member. Send suggestions on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this match, and I'll see you at 6:55 Central, 7:55 Eastern for the CONCACAF Champions Cup final. In the suit. Don't worry. I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations to PSG. Commiserations to Arsenal. I'm not crying. It is what it is. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Happy belated birthday, BKL. With that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.